Hi there, welcome to Yazi's Journey. My name is Yasmin. I am a nutrition health coach, hijama practitioner, and I practice intermittent fasting, 16 and 8-hour window of eating, and low keto lifestyle. Eating this way, I was able to reverse my pre-diabetes and shed some weight and take my inflammation numbers way down. We are in the month of Ramadan where we fast a whole month, 30 days from sunrise to sunset. So this video will be about sharing what I eat in a day, just one meal. I do my best to also incorporate some exercise, stretching, moving my body as well. The one thing that I like to share with you is that meal plan. I do my best to think about what we are going to eat the day before, because I am the wife, I am the mom, and planning makes my life so much easier. When I have time, I will just set up some veggies, whatever we have. Meal plan is important for me and my family. It makes my life so much easier. So I'm just gonna take you along. We eat as simple as possible. We have a small homestead here, a little farm where we keep bees, chickens, ducks, our dogs, and the summer we will bring our lambs, and we will be spending a lot of time gardening outside, herbs, growing flowers, so we will have to put a lot of time outside. So that's why our meals have to be simple, and it will take just a few minutes. So come along, this is how my day is started today. My day is starting to make some smoothies for two of the grandchildren. So I have some bananas that needs to be used, and I thought, sweetened that way. This is actually the one I made yesterday, and that's all's left, and I added with spirulina, but this is not enough for the two of them. So the combination will be water. We have some blueberries. As you can see, my strawberries needs to be used, and the banana. And this is why I love having some plain homemade yogurt. I have a little bit, so I'm just gonna use that too, and use the Vitamix with that. So it's gonna be simple but delicious, full of protein from the yogurt. What I'm gonna do is, the yogurt is a little bit, I'm just gonna put water. There. Nothing goes wasted, this little homestead, right? Our granddaughter always says, a pink smoothie, but this little bit left, I'm just gonna add it. Hopefully it won't get too much green, because that one has spirulina and it's gonna be delicious. Oh yeah, it's gotten green. Who's keeping me company? You like to stay by mama, don't you? I love that too. Yeah, come by mama. Yeah. Any mice that come to the homestead, you'll take care of them, won't you? So I just rinsed the little mason jars that I have here, and using those. There, it's kind of purplish, isn't it? She always is pink. I am short on straws, so I'm gonna just give this one to her and Ismail without it, because I think I've been losing it, or some of them have been breaking. So that's what their breakfast is today. It is later, so I decided to make a smoothie for the family. This has to go. My husband has been saying we have to use this. Raspberries from our raspberry trees, and I had it in the freezer. We kept using so many of them. I need to use my containers, so I'm going to use that today. We have some cherries. These are not from our trees, so from the store. I'm going to blend these with I'm just gonna sneak it in today. Some little bit of bone broth and spirulina. Water, I'm not sure if I will add to thicken it some, probably add avocado. This one is soft. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of stuff that they will not be able to tell that I have bone broth in there. Same, use the Vitamix. That's what we're gonna start with our iftar today. So I'm just gonna take like a couple of spoonfuls extra protein, you know, spirulina powder. It should be in my Amazon link in the description. Water. All done. It's kind of thick, so that's good. Full of protein. Instead of using protein powder, it was using protein from the bone broth. There you go. Half a gallon straight into the fridge. So last night I was able to look in the freezer and I thought, what am I going to make tomorrow's iftar? And I found, I have been thinking, Yasmin, you really need to get going and use these. I have one package, second one down here, third one there. These are beef livers. That's what's gonna get cooking today. And also I have beef sirloin tips. So that's this, I'm just gonna use it into the Instant Pot. These, I'm gonna have to ask my husband to cook it. He has a special way that he cooks. It's simple, a little bit of onion. We try not to eat onions and garlic on Ramadan, but when it comes to liver, maybe he will cook it with a little bit of onion, salt and pepper, and a little bit of butter. That's it. So I'm gonna stretch it because I have to feed tonight 15 people. I'm just gonna use what I have, what's in the freezer, because actually today, that reminds me, I have to call the butcher. We have a quarter cow sitting there that I need to give him what kind of cuts that we would need. So I'm just gonna go ahead right now and put this beef liver in here, kind of gets things going. This is what my meat's looking like. And I had some carrots, so which I chopped it already, and I'm gonna use some bone broth. I found in the fridge I had some squash chopped. That's one thing I like about meal plan. This onion has been in the fridge, so will have to use that. That's one thing I like about. Yes, Asi. You're gonna take all of them? No. No, you're gonna keep it? Mm-hmm. You go ahead and eat. You're not fasting. Yep, she said I'm not fasting. That's cute. So anyway, meal plan is important, especially when have the meat untowing and any veggies that you have in the fridge. And then I'm not even going to put a lot of spices on my meat because my bone broth has a lot of spices. So just the salt and pepper and put into the Instant Pot. Bottom of the Instant Pot, a little bit of bone broth. Yep. Put the meat in. Let's put some bone broth on top. Some salt. We love peppers. I'm gonna put the onions on the sides to let it melt. Carrots. So carrots have a little bit of higher carbs, so I'm gonna put squash. That's what I would eat. Okay, baby. The rest of the bone broth for the veggies. I rinsed the bottle with some warm water, so I'm gonna put it on top. Let all of that cook. Look at all those spices. That is it, you all. Meat and stew. There you go. Thank you, Lady Instant Pot. So while that's cooking, I'm just gonna let the liver on top because it's still still frozen, as you can see. Even though I got this meat out yesterday, last night, It's still frozen, so if I didn't get it out last night, it would be worst, you know. So I'm just gonna cover it. I might put a little bit of butter and salt and pepper and let my husband deal with it later. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Everything's cooking and I'm thinking tonight would be nice to have some kind of dessert. I want to make chia seed pudding, but I don't have milk, so I want to make it with this high fat coconut. So let's make some milk and put chia seed pudding together for tonight. Sweetened shredded coconut. Now I have the milk, I can just go ahead and make my chia seed pudding. So let's pour some of the milk we just made. About 16 ounces of milk. About half a cup of chia. Some cinnamon. Balance the blood sugars. Some allspice. Close it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. So excited for my dessert tonight. If you want to add the chia seed, any sweet to it, you can go ahead and use any milk you want, any sweet that works for your body. As for me, I have to watch my sugar intake, my sweets. I don't do sweets that are not berries and cinnamon and things like that. So if you have to use sugar or honey or maple syrup, something that works for you, just add a little bit and it'll give us such a good taste. For me, when I would eat the chia seed pudding, I probably will put homemade heavy whipped cream that we make. That's all I'm gonna put on top, and maybe a couple of berries maybe, but that's really it. That's how I like it, mine, as long as it has spices like cinnamon and things like that. With the meat and liver, I'm gonna serve it with salad with lots of olives and oranges. That's what I had today. Liver is being cooked. Cut it more. I wanted to use all the liver, you know. That's why I was like, this can't be in the freezer anymore. Starting with iftar bone broth. Nice, warm, and a piece of date, and then pray. And here is my plate. Loads of fiber, veggies, and protein. Bismillah. Dessert time. Chia seed pudding with whipped cream with berries. It is so good, so good. Have a beautiful, blessed day.